won't be doing a review because it's open book. So Thursday, the last 40 minutes of class, Thursday, that's when you will take your. I don't give homework the week of the exam. So this week you won't have any homework because you have the quiz, but you'll have homework next Sunday. Wow.
Good morning.
Good morning. So we're going to start in 1 more minute on page 32. We are going into unit 3. Okay, it's 9:05. We're going to go ahead and start the class. Okay, so we're on page 32, guys. A brand new unit. So this whole unit is going to talk about family and friends, okay?
Okay.
So now, you know, they always start the unit off with these pictures, okay? And so what do you think is going on in number 1? What do we see?
Alarm.
Yeah, smoke alarm, right?
Yep.
Those smoke alarms, they go off very, very easily. Very easily. You know, you can fry some fish or anything and you have just a little smoke. Here goes the alarm, right? Sometimes it can be alarming. Then you have to take it down and turn it off. You know, it can be a hassle sometimes, but you definitely need it, guys. You definitely need a smoke alarm in your home, your apartment, right? Does everybody have it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, because it can really save lives. It can really save lives. And you know, when do people in America have the most fires in their homes? Who knows? What time of the year? What time of the year, guys? Anybody want to guess?
December.
Yeah,
What
in
was the question?
wintertime. December, January, February. December, January, February. In the cold months, guys, because a lot of people use heaters and those heaters catch on fire. Okay, you cannot have a heater on and you do not pay attention to it. Okay, you cannot leave it on all day long. You cannot leave it on and leave the house and come back. Sometimes they catch on fire. So in America, more people have fires in their homes during the winter time. Every once in a while you see in the summer, but mostly in the winter. And sometimes it kills the whole family. Very tragic. So, you know, be careful with your heaters in the winter if you have heaters in your home. Okay, so number 2, what's going on with number 2? What is she doing?
She talking and drinking tea or coffee.
Yep. She's talking on the phone. And then number 3, maybe they're talking to each other, right? Who knows?
Yes.
Yeah. And then what about this handsome guy in number 4? He looks happy, huh?
Yeah.
What is he doing?
Construction.
Yeah, like he has the his ladder out. Yeah, he has his ladder out and he looks like,
Teacher, he's working in the construction.
yeah, he's working construction,
Yes.
Yeah. And what about number 5?
He's changing the battery for the smoke alarm.
Right. You got to keep them batteries in there. Usually, when your smoke alarm needs a new battery, it beeps. It go beep, beep. That means it's time for you to change that battery. Okay. And
Yes.
you definitely want to get it changed for the winter months. You want to get it changed for the winter months, definitely, you know. But when you hear that beeping sound, it's time to change. And if you have a big house, you need a couple of them in the basement. You need one on every floor, you know, maybe two in the basement, two on the first floor, and you have upstairs, maybe one or two up there, because they really save lives. Okay, so let's go ahead and listen to the the audio. And then after the audio, we're going to listen to it again. You're going to complete 2B and 3A. You know the routine. Every unit is the same, guys. They have the same stuff, but it's a different meaning. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and play the audio and we're going to see what's going on here.
Unit 3, Friends and Family. Page 33, exercises 2A and 2B.
Hello?
Maria. Hi, it's Anna.
Hey, hi Anna. How are you?
Good, thanks. But I've been super busy. Listen, Maria, do you have a minute to talk? Are you eating dinner?
No, we've eaten. What's up?
Well, I need a favor.
Sure, Anna. What is it?
The smoke alarm in my kitchen is beeping. Beep, beep, beep. I need to change the battery, but the ceiling's too high. Can I borrow your ladder?
Sure, but I have a better idea. Daniel can come over and change the battery for you.
Really? Are you sure he has enough time?
Oh, Anna, you know Daniel. He's never too busy to help a neighbor. He'll come over in 5 minutes.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. I owe you one. See you.
Wait, Anna, I want to ask you something. Did you hear our noisy neighbors last Saturday night? They had a party until 3 in the morning. Because of the noise, we couldn't sleep at all.
Gosh, that's too bad, Maria. I didn't hear anything, but you should complain to the manager.
Yeah, I know. I'll do it tomorrow.
Okay. So who was talking, guys?
Maria and Anna.
Yeah. Maria and Anna, I missed my page. It bounced. It just kicked off for no reason. Yeah, Maria and Anna. What were they talking about?
About the beeping and for change the batteries.
Right, about the beeping and changing of her battery. And it was really nice of her to send Daniel over. You know, she never said who Daniel was, so I don't know if that's her brother or husband or I don't know. But you know, it's nice when your neighbors can help out. You know, and that's what you call being neighborly, right? You help your neighbors out. Yeah. So she has a good neighbor. Okay, so we're gonna listen to it again, and then you guys are going to go ahead and do 2B and 3A, and I'm going to give you 6 minutes to do that. So after we listen to it a second time, I'm going to put the timer up for 6 minutes, and then we'll go over it once the timer ends. Here we go.
Unit 3, Friends and Family. Page 33, exercises 2A and 2B.
Hello?
Maria. Hi, it's Anna.
Hey, hi Anna. How are you?
Good, thanks. But I've been super busy. Listen, Maria, do you have a minute to talk? Are you eating dinner?
No, we've eaten. What's up?
Well, I need a favor.
Sure, Anna. What is it?
The smoke alarm in my kitchen is beeping. Beep, beep, beep. I need to change the battery, but the ceiling's too high. Can I borrow your ladder?
Sure, but I have a better idea. Daniel can come over and change the battery for you.
Really? Are you sure he has enough time?
Oh, Anna, you know Daniel. He's never too busy to help a neighbor. He'll come over in 5 minutes.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. I owe you one. See you.
Wait, Anna, I want to ask you something. Did you hear our noisy neighbors last Saturday night? They had a party until 3 in the morning. Because of the noise, we couldn't sleep at all.
Gosh, that's too bad, Maria. I didn't hear anything, but you should complain to the manager.
Yeah, I know. I'll do it tomorrow.
Okay, 6 minutes up. Mm. Hey guys, we're gonna go ahead and do number 2B. Okay, so they did the first one for us. Number 1 has been busy. Um, what's the next check mark? Do we check off number 2?
No.
No.
What about number 3?
Yes.
Yes.
What about number 4?
No.
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 What about number 5?
Yes.
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 Okay, and number 6.
Yes.
Okay. Does anybody know why the authors of this book gives you this exercise of looking at the pictures and then listening to the audio? Does anybody know why they would put this in the book?
I think it's because I I realize the things, the sounds with the pictures.
Yes. Yes. Anybody else? Yeah. Okay.
Because
Go ahead.
yeah, because it's important to get the smoke alarms in the house to prevent the fires.
Okay, they teach you certain things with these pictures and with the meaning of the chapter, right? Anybody else?
Because you practice your writing and reading
Yeah,
and listening.
your listening skills. Amen. Yes. Lesson A is all about listening. In every chapter, in every book, lesson A in every beginning of the chapter is always listening. The authors put this in the book so that when you listen to English, you can understand what's being said. Okay. You can look at pictures and try to figure out what's going on. And then you listen to the story, and then they give you all of these little exercises so that you can have better understanding of what is being said in English. And that's why they start everyone off with listening skills. Because if you don't understand English and somebody is talking to you in English, you don't understand it. It sounds like a foreign language to you, right? You're lost. And so they always open up with listening skills so that you can understand English better when it is spoken. Okay, so we did 2B. Let's drop down to 3A. They did the first one for us. Anna and Maria are neighbors. Anna calls Maria because she needs a favor. Who wants to take number 2? Read the whole sentence, please.
Me, Margarita.
Go ahead.
The smoke alarm in Anna's kitchen is beeping.
Okay, who wants to take number 3?
Me,
Yes.
teacher.
Oh.
Go ahead.
You need to change the battery, but the ceiling in her kitchen is too high.
Very good. Who wants to take number 4?
Me, teacher.
Go ahead.
Anna asked to borrow Maria's letter.
Very good. Who wants to take number 5?
Me, teacher.
Go
Maria
ahead.
says her husband, Daniel, will come over with a letter and help Anna. And
Very good. Who wants to take number 6?
Hey, teacher.
Go ahead.
Anna said, I always one.
Very good. All right. Number 7.
This
Anybody?
Me,
means
teacher.
she appraises Maria and Daniel's help, and she will do a favor for them in the future.
Okay, so that's appreciates. Okay.
Appreciates.
Yeah, she appreciates. Like, how you appreciate something. I really appreciate you doing this for me. I appreciate you coming over with food, for my family or whatever. I appreciate you cooking dinner for me, So with the S, it becomes appreciates. Okay. Let's
Okay.
take number 8.
Me, teacher.
Go ahead.
Next, Maria tells Anna about their noisy neighbors.
Very good. Who wants to take number 9?
Me, teacher.
Go ahead.
The neighborhood had a party on Saturday night.
Go ahead.
Because of the noise, Maria and Danny's school called sick.
Couldn't sleep. They couldn't sleep because of
Couldn't
the
sleep.
right. And who wants to take the last one?
Yo, teacher.
Go ahead.
Anna tells Maria that she should complain to the apartment manager.
Very good. Very good. Now we're going to hear the authors reading it so we can get all the pronunciations of the words correct.
Page 33. Exercise 3A.
Anna and Maria are neighbors. Anna calls Maria because she needs a favor. The smoke alarm in Anna's kitchen is beeping. She needs to change the battery, but the ceiling in her kitchen is too high. Anna asks to borrow Maria's ladder. Maria says her husband, Daniel, will come over with a ladder and help Anna. Anna says, I owe you one. This means she appreciates Maria and Daniel's help, and she will do a favor for them in the future. Next, Maria tells Anna about their noisy neighbors. The neighbors had a party on Saturday night. Because of the noise, Maria and Daniel couldn't sleep. Anna tells Maria that she should complain to the apartment manager.
Okay, very good, guys. So I'm going to tell you a couple of things before I put you in breakout so I can take the attendance. But when you move into an apartment here in America, the landlords are supposed to have smoke alarms in your apartment, and you should not have to pay for them. So if you ever move into an apartment and there is no smoke alarms, you ask that landlord, before I move in, I need to have smoke alarms installed, because that's the law here in America. They have to have those smoke alarms. And if you don't pay attention to it, you'll look up and you'll see yourself at Home Depot buying all these smoke alarms for your apartment when your landlords should be giving that to you for free. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. And then, secondly, guys, also here in America, and some of you may already know this, when you have a really, really noisy neighbor and you've asked them several times to, pipe it down, turn down the music, we're trying to sleep or study, and, they keep doing it, right? Especially like on a weekend, like Sunday night, when everybody has to, maybe retire early that night so they can prepare for work or school on that Monday. And it's Sunday night and it's like 10 o'clock at night, 9:30 at night, and it's so loud. They're playing a lot of loud music and you've asked them to turn it down. It's customary in America that, unfortunately, we call the police. We call the police. Okay. But we call the police after we talk to our neighbors to turn it down. And they just don't turn it down. And, they do this week in and week out. The remedy that you would have is to call the police, and the police will come and knock on their door and ask them to turn it down. And, of course, they're going to turn it down. And then sometimes when the police leave, they turn it right back up, right? Okay. And so, it can be a back and forth thing, but eventually the police will give them a ticket. Yes, we'll give them a ticket if they keep playing that loud music. So we do have a remedy for noisy neighbors here in America, and that's, unfortunately, is to call the law on them. But most neighbors, they would turn it down the first time, but you always have those neighbors who may be a problem. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put you in breakout, and you guys are going to be doing 3B. You're going to talk with a partner. I probably put 3 in the class. And here are the 2 questions, guys, on page 33. Have you ever borrowed something from a neighbor? What did you borrow? And then, have you ever lent something to a neighbor? What did you lend? Now, remember, borrowed and lent are 2 different things, okay? When you borrow something from someone, you receive it, okay? When you borrow something from a neighbor, you receive something. Like, can I borrow your ladder? Okay, they're going to give you a ladder. You receive that. Okay. Can I borrow a cup of coffee? Can I borrow a cup of sugar? Can I borrow some flour? Okay, you're going to receive something from your neighbor. But when you lend something, you're giving something to your neighbor. Okay, you're giving something. I'm going to lend you $20 until you get paid. So I'm giving you $20 until you get paid. I'm going to lend you my car because your car has a flat tire. So it's two different things, right? One receives and the other one gives. When you lend something, you are giving it. When you borrow something, you are receiving it from the borrower. Okay. So that's what you're going to ask. Have you ever borrowed something from a neighbor? What did you borrow? And have you ever lent something to a neighbor? What did you lend? Okay, so I'm going to give you guys the chance to speak in English, guys. Make sure you speak only in English and communicate with your students. Everybody should be asked this question, these two questions, and everybody should get a chance to answer those two questions. So let me get out of here and put you guys in breakout. And then when we come back, we're going to go to the grammar part of the first grammar section of the book. And I'm going to take your attendance. Okay, the classrooms are open. I'll see you in about 7 minutes.
Hi, good morning.
Unit 3, Lesson B. Clauses and phrases with because. Because clauses and because of phrases. Watch and listen. Clauses with because. Use a because clause to give an explanation of something.
I didn't like my old apartment because it was noisy.
Clauses with because. The because clause can come before or after the main clause.
Because my old apartment was noisy, I didn't like it.
He wants to move because the traffic is very heavy.
I like my apartment building because it has a swimming pool.
Because there is a nice market nearby, they always eat well.
Check your understanding. Look at the picture. Read and listen to the two clauses. Then use them to complete the sentence.
The traffic is very heavy. He wants to move.
What do you think that is?
He wants to move because the traffic is very heavy.
Let's see.
He wants to move because the traffic is very heavy.
Very good.
I like my apartment building. It has a swimming pool.
Okay, what do you think this one might be?
I like my apartment building because it has a swimming pool.
Mm-hmm.
I like my apartment building because it has a swimming pool.
So when you use the word because, that basically means that you're giving an explanation of something, why you like something, why you dislike something, why you're upset, it always describes the explanation of something. You explain why you like or dislike something.
They always eat well. There is a nice market nearby.
Okay, so what would this one be?
Because there is
Because
it's a nice market nearby.
they
They
all
always eat well.
Because there is a nice market nearby, They always eat
Very
well.
good.
Watch and listen. Phrases with because of. Use a because of phrase to give an explanation of something.
I didn't like my old apartment because of the noise.
Phrases with because of. The because of phrase can come before or after the main clause.
Because of the noise, I didn't like my old apartment.
He wants to move because of the very heavy traffic.
I like my apartment building because of the swimming pool.
Because of the nice market nearby, they always eat well.
Check your understanding. Look at the picture. Read and listen to the clause and the phrase. Use them to complete the sentence.
He wants to move. The very heavy traffic.
Okay, so what would this one be?
He wants to move because
Because
Of the very traffic.
The very heavy traffic.
He wants to move because of the very heavy traffic.
Okay, so if you say he wants to move because the very heavy traffic, that doesn't even sound right, right? He wants to move because the very heavy traffic. No. Sometimes when you see that the there, you know that you got to use because of. In most cases, sometimes the is not there. You just have to read the sentence to see if it makes sense to put the of in there, right? But when you see a the, you know that it's going to be because of the. Okay, let's go to the next one.
Okay.
I like my apartment building. The
I,
swimming pool.
Okay, so what is this one?
I like my
I
apartment.
like my apartment building because of the swimming pool.
Yes. Yes, it wouldn't sound right. I like my apartment building because swimming pool. That wouldn't even sound right.
Mm-hmm.
I like my apartment building because of the swimming pool.
They always eat well. The nice market nearby.
Okay, what is this one?
Because of
They
the
always eat well.
nice
No. Yes,
The
they always
nice
eat well because of the nice market
get nearby.
nearby.
They always eat well. Because of the nice market
I
nearby.
like how you did that because you read the sentence and then you said, no, that doesn't sound right. No. And then you fixed it. So that's how you do it, see if that sentence sounds right. You know what I mean? Okay, very good. I like how you did that.
Let's review. Use a because clause or because of phrase to give an explanation for something. Use because in a clause with a subject and verb.
Anna can't reach the smoke alarm because the ceiling is too high. Because the ceiling is too high, Anna can't reach the smoke alarm.
Use because of before a noun to make a phrase.
Anna can't reach the smoke alarm because of the high ceiling. Because of the high ceiling, Anna can't reach the smoke alarm.
Okay, so this right here is very
Unit
important.
3.
Let's go back to that. You can always refer to this section right here, guys. Okay. And remember when I said sometimes when you see that that's an indication that's going to be because of, but not in all cases. Remember I said that as well. Because if you look at the because plus the clause, it's a the right there. Anna can't reach the smoking alarm because the ceiling is too high. Now, if you put because of, that's not going to be right. It doesn't even sound right. Anna can't reach the smoke alarm because of the ceiling is too high. Even though it may sound right, but it's not correct. It's not correct because it has a clause. When you use because of, it's basically, it has a noun. It follows a noun phrase. And that noun, if you skip over, is the high ceiling. Okay? Because of the high ceiling, because of the high ceiling, it's a noun. So that's where it can get kind of complicated because it looks like it can be the same thing, right? Because if you go over here plus the clause, it's the same thing. It says because the ceiling is too high. But the difference is they have a verb in this one. The ceiling is too high. If you look over here with the noun phrase, it doesn't have a verb. It just has the high ceiling. It just has the noun. So that's how you can tell the difference. When you use that because because word, if you look at it, it's going to have the noun, which is the ceiling, and the verb in there. It's too high. But when you look at the ones with because of, it's only going to have that noun in there, a high ceiling. So that's how you can remember, okay? Because of is only going to follow that noun. When you use because, it's going to follow a noun and a verb. So, don't let the author trip you up.
So the verb in this phrase is the verb to be?
Yeah, right.
Yes, okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to give you guys a break. You're going to take your 5-minute break. When you come back, I'm going to give you about, this shouldn't be so hard, about 6 minutes to do 2A. But first, go and take your 5-minute break. In 5 minutes, I'm going to put the 6-minute timer up. Go right into doing practice 2A. We'll go over it, and then we'll move on. So go ahead and take your break. 5 minutes, guys.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Didn't have any floor.
Very good. Because that's the answer. Because she didn't have any flour. Okay.
Flower.
So
Okay.
it's not because of, it should be because she didn't have any flour. Who wants to take number?
Me, teacher.
Go ahead. Start with however. Go ahead.
However, her car had a flat tire. She probably got the flat tire because of her tires were very old.
Okay, does anybody have anything
Me,
different?
teacher.
What do you have
Yes.
different?
Me,
Salvador,
I
what do
me.
have
you have different?
Okay. Because this problem, she could drive to the store. She could walk the is the ay, perdón.
okay.
Me perdí. Oh,
No,
okay. Again, please. Because this problem, she could drive to the store.
okay, so we need help in both of these guys. Who
Yes.
wants to go back to number 3 and give me the correct answer for number 3?
Is
I can.
she probably got the flat
Because
tire because her tires were very old.
Yes, that answer is because, guys, because look, her tires were very old. It's a verb
where?
in there, guys. It's a verb in
Where?
there, okay? When you
Yes.
use because of, it's just a noun. But when you use because, it has the noun and the verb in there.
Yeah.
So it is because she got the flat tire because her tires were old.
Were very old.
Okay, so who wants to give me the correct answer for number 4?
Because of
Because
this
of the
problem.
problem, she could drive to the store.
That's
That's right. The answer is because of this problem. That's only a noun. That problem is the noun. Because of this problem, she couldn't drive to the store. It should not be because.
okay.
Okay, very good. Who wants to take number 5?
Me. She couldn't walk to the store because of the distance.
That's right. She couldn't walk to the store because of the distance. Okay. There's only a noun after because of, and that's distance. Okay. Let's take number 6. Who wants to read number 6?
Me.
Okay. Go
It was
ahead.
it was more than a mile away. Leah had a clever idea. She went to Margie and asked to borrow a cup of flour. Margie was happy to help because she had a lot of flour.
And
And because she was a good neighbor.
very good. So it's because twice, guys. Okay.
Yes.
Because you only have a verb after that. You do not have a verb and a noun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me plug up my computer because it's getting ready to go out. It's on red. Yeah, so both of those are because, not because of, it's because. Okay. All right. Okay, I plugged that up. Okay, no, right. It's because it has the verb and the noun. I'm sorry. Okay, let's take the next one, guys. That would be number 8, the last one. Who wants to try that one?
Me,
Me.
teacher.
Okay, Lupita, go ahead.
2 hours later, Lay returned to Maggie's house with a beautiful cake. When Maggie opened the door, Lay shouted, "Happy birthday!" Maggie was very surprised and happy because of the nice surprise. Maggie had a wonderful birthday.
Very good, very good. We're going to go ahead and listen to the author.
Page 34, exercise 2A.
A nice surprise. Lay wanted to bake a cake because it was her neighbor Margie's birthday. Lay needed to go to the store because she didn't have any flour. However, her car had a flat tire. She probably got the flat tire because her tires were very old. Because of this problem, she couldn't drive to the store. She couldn't walk to the store because of the distance. It was more than a mile away. Lay had a clever idea. She went to Margie and asked to borrow a cup of flour. Margie was happy to help because she had a lot of flour and because she was a good neighbor. 2 hours later, Lay returned to Margie's house with a beautiful cake. When Margie opened the door, Lay shouted, "Happy birthday!" Margie was very surprised and happy. Because of the nice surprise, Margie had a wonderful birthday.
Okay, very good. All right, we're going to take this down. We're going to move right ahead to the next page. And on the next page, we're going to be looking at a 2. No, yeah, that's 2B. I believe that's 2B. Okay, so if you look at if you look at 2B, we have, you drop down into the middle of the page, we have the problem and we have the reason. Okay, they have 10 problems and they have 10 reasons. Okay. And so
Okay.
if you jump back up to the blue section at the top of the page, this is what you need to write. This is the exercise the author wants you to work on. Why couldn't you sleep last night? That's the question. Okay. And the answer would be because of my noisy neighbors. So if you look at number 1, the problem is you couldn't sleep last night. So you would have to put that in a question sentence. You have to turn that into a question. Okay. All you have to do is put the word why. Why
Why
couldn't you sleep last night?
could
Okay. Why
why
couldn't you make a cake?
could
Um, Why didn't your neighbors, why couldn't your neighbors lock the door? Why couldn't you change the alarm system? Why couldn't the children play outside? So you change the problem into a question, okay? And then you would answer it. You would either answer it with because of or because. Because of or because. Now you go back to the blue section. They did number one for us. Why couldn't you sleep last night? And the answer was because of my noisy neighbors. Why couldn't you make the cake? They did number two for you too. Because I didn't have any eggs. Okay? Because I didn't have any eggs. Now, one of them is because of, and one of them is because. If you look at the first one, it says, because of my noisy neighbors. Why is it because of, guys? How can you tell that it should be because of?
Because they don't have a verb.
Yes, there's no
Only.
verb there. You're so right. If there's not a verb there, it is because of. Let's look at the number two. Why couldn't you make the cake? Because I didn't have any eggs. So why is that one because?
Because I have a verb in there.
You
Did,
have a verb in there and a
didn't
noun.
have.
That's right. You have a verb and a noun in there. That's how you know when to use because of and because. So they did the first two for us. Go ahead and complete number 3 through 10, and then we'll go over it. I'll give you guys about 7, well, about 6 minutes on this one too. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay. They did the first two for us. Okay, so this is a learning exercise. Find my pen. Okay, who wants to try number 3?
Me, Margarita.
Okay, Margarita, go ahead.
Okay, why could the neighbors lock the door? Because the lock was broken.
Very good. That answer should be because the lock was broken. Let me see. I can't find my doggone pen. Okay, what did I do with my pen? Oh, here it is. Okay. All right, so that's because.
Yes.
Okay, and who wants to take number 4?
Me, teacher.
Okay, go ahead.
Why couldn't the children play outside? Because of the rain.
No, not number 4.
Number 4. Oh, okay. Why couldn't you change the alarm battery? Because I didn't have a letter.
Very good. Very good. Because it's a verb in there, so you're not going to be using because of. Okay. Who wants to take number 5?
Me,
Me,
teacher.
teacher.
Teacher, no.
Salvador, I see your name up first. Go
Yes.
ahead, Salvador.
Why the children could play out outside? Because the rain.
Okay, does anybody have anything different?
Yes.
Yes.
Because of
Yes.
Because of.
the rain.
Yeah, Salvador, that's because there's no verb in that. It's just a noun. It's the rain. It's so if it had a verb in there, it would be because of. So I mean, it would
Because
be
of
because. It
the
would be
rain.
because. But because
Hmm?
there's no verb in there, it's because of. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Remember, if it's no verb, it's just because. If it's just a noun, it's because of. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
When you use the word because, it has to have a verb and a noun. I don't want to confuse you all. When you use the word because, it has to have a verb and a noun. Okay, let's go to number 6. Who wants number 6?
Me, teacher.
Okay, go ahead.
Why couldn't you come to school? Because the car had a flat tire.
Very good. Very good. Because the car had a flat tire. You see that verb in there. All right, number 7. Who wants to take number 7?
I do, teacher.
Okay, go ahead.
Why couldn't you buy the house? Because of the high price.
Very good. Very good. Everybody got that? Okay. Let's go ahead and take what number are we on now?
8.
You on number 8. Okay, who wants to take number 8?
Me, teacher.
Okay, take number 8.
Why couldn't you go to the party? Because I have to work.
Very good. Why couldn't you go to the party? Because I had to work. Okay, and the reason why you're using because is because it has a verb and a noun there. Number 9. Who wants to take number 9?
Me, teacher.
Okay, go ahead, Carmen.
You could go hiking because the bad weather.
Anybody want to help her out?
Because of
Because of.
the bad weather.
Yes. So why couldn't you go hiking? Because of the bad weather. Because there's no verb there. You see, bad is a adjective and weather is the noun. So because of the bad weather. Okay. And who wants to take the last one?
Me, teacher.
Go ahead.
Why couldn't you call me? Because I was busy.
Very good. Why couldn't you call me? Because I was busy. And was busy, that is a verb
Verb.
noun. a verb and a noun. So you're going to have to use because. Okay. So now these are going to be on the test, guys. So you might want to circle page 35. It's going to be on the quiz. All right. Okay. So we're going to have a little break here. So let's turn to page, where is it? Do they have it? My favorite. Where's my favorite? Okay, we're going to go and do our life skills reading, page 42, guys. Let's go to page 42. Then we're going to bounce back to another grammar. 42.
Couldn't.
So we can break up the monotony.
Couldn't.
Okay. Okay, we're going to do lesson F, life skills reading.
Couldn't.
And so this is a
Couldn't.
reading exercise.
Couldn't.
All right. So basically,
Couldn't.
it's talking about a community
Couldn't.
center volunteers needed, right? It's like a little flyer. Okay. And so it was something that you would see online because it has a home page about us and contact us, right? So you see something like this online. Okay. So I need one person to read the whole website information. Okay. Start with community centers, volunteers needing, and then go down to organizations and just read the whole advertisement. Okay. So who wants to read it for us?
Me, teacher.
Okay, go ahead, Jacob.
Organization: Oak Park Community Center. Volunteers needed 10. Date: open. Time: 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Estimate time: 4 hours per day. Location: 15 Franklin Street, Dallas, Texas 75231. Description: Number 1. Volunteers to provide food and drinks to visitors. Number 2. Volunteers for theater to greet people, answer questions, assist with sitting. Number 3. Volunteers for arts program to assist teachers with class. Requirements: reliable, teamwork and skill, good customer service, prefer 18 years old and over.
Okay. So you know what the advertisement is all about. So go ahead and answer 1A through 4, and then also do B. So I'll give you guys about 4 minutes on this one. Then we go over it.
Reliable. Reliable.
Okay, I think most of you all are finished. Let's go ahead and go over it. Um, okay, who wants to take 1A?
Letter B, teacher.
Go ahead.
How long do volunteers need to work? Letter B, 4 hours a day.
They need to work 4 hours a day. So the author, guys, puts lesson F in every unit so that you guys can understand, what you're reading online. If you run into an ad like that, or you're looking for a job, right? They want you to learn how to understand and decipher what these ads may be. Okay, so very good. Number 2, who wants to take number 2?
Me, Margarita.
Go ahead,
Number
Margarita.
is D. Which word under requirements best matches to explain of coming to work on time every day?
Okay, wait a
None
minute.
of
Hold
the
up before
above.
you start. Let's go over some words that you kind of mispronounced. Which word under requirements? Okay. Words.
Requirements.
Yes, that should be requirements. Okay. I might even
Okay.
put this in your homework for
Requirements.
Sunday. Requirements. Okay. Best match
Requirements.
the
Best
example. That's example.
example.
Yes. Uh-huh. Matches
Example.
the example of coming to work on time every day. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Let
what's
me
the
try again. Which word under requirements?
requirements?
Requirements.
Uh-huh.
Requirements best matches
Mm-hmm.
the examples
Mm-hmm.
of coming to work on time every day.
Very good.
Es the letter D, none of the above. About.
Okay, do we have anything different, guys?
Letter C.
Letter C.
Yeah, it should be letter C.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that should be letter C. Okay, so now how can we find it? How can we prove that answer? Well, let's go up. It says, which word under requirements best matches the example of coming to work on time every day? So where do we find the answer, guys?
And the requirements, the
Okay,
reality, teamwork skills, good customer service, prefer 18 years old and over.
that's right. So whenever you see a job description and they say reliable, that means that they expect you to come to work every day.
Okay, really.
Right. That's what that means. And that means that can they rely on you to come to work every day? Okay, because some workers are not reliable, especially after payday. Some workers get their check and they will not come back for a couple of days. And that's a true way of getting fired, right? And then you have
Yeah.
other workers who's always calling off sick. You can't be sick all the time, but they're always calling off sick. That's not a good worker. You know, it's not a good worker. Well, you always need a personal day. I need a personal day off. Boss, can I get another personal day off? They want you to be reliable. They want to rely on you, knowing that you're going to show up to work and get that work done for that day. Okay, so that's what, when you see reliable, that means you need to come to work every day. Can you come to work every day? Can I trust you for going to work every day? Okay, very good. What about number 3, guys?
Me,
Nice.
teacher.
Go ahead.
What can a volunteer do at the center? Little D. All of the above.
All
Greet
of the
people,
above.
help the outfit, and serve food.
That's right. Greet people, help the art teachers, serve food. You know, it's okay to volunteer. In America, we have a lot of volunteerism, you know, especially in a nonprofit. In a nonprofit organization, they're always asking for volunteers because, you know, nonprofits, they really don't make a whole lot of money. Some of them do, but the community-based nonprofits, a lot of them don't make a whole lot of money. They need volunteers. They need donations, you know, whether it's money or time or your talent. You know, they need all of that. Because I have a I have a nonprofit, and it's very hard to get a grant from the city. It's very hard. Okay,
Yes.
so you know, so I rely on donations. I rely on volunteers. If I don't get that, then you know I'm in bad shape. Okay. All right, we do
Mhm.
4. Anybody? Number 4.
Me again.
Okay, go ahead.
Which statement is true? D. Volunteers must be team players.
Okay, read all of them. Oh, okay, number D.
Okay.
Did everybody get them right?
Volunteers must be artists. B. Volunteers must be experienced to cook. C. Volunteers must to be over 21 years old. And D. Volunteers must be to team players.
Okay, what does a team player mean?
To working with the other persons.
That's
Don't,
right. That's
yeah,
right. If you're
don't
shy,
work alone.
yeah, if you shy and you don't know how to work with a team or work with other people, then you're in the wrong job. You know, like don't even answer an ad that says team players. Okay. Because if you
Mhm.
answer this ad and where it says team players and you're not a team player, you're shy, you don't like being in a team, you don't like working in a group, don't answer that ad. That's not your job because you're going to be miserable. Because every time you look around, you're going to be in another group, you're going to be in another team, and you're not going to be happy. Okay, so I need somebody to read letter B. Anybody?
Me.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Solve the problem, give your opinion. And is volunteering at the senior center. She enjoys the opportunity to practice her English with the people. But one senior man stands too close to her and say things that embarrass her.
Embarrass her.
Embarrass her. What should she do?
Okay, let's think about that. Anne is volunteering at a senior citizen center, a senior center. You know,
Senior
she's probably kind of young. Maybe she might be, you know, pretty or cute. Who knows? And you know, so she enjoys the opportunity to practice her English with the people. But this one senior man, he's standing a little bit too close to her and saying things like probably you're so cute or you know, things that he shouldn't be saying to her. What should she do? What would you do?
And I say, thank you.
I think that she has to talk to the nurse to let her know what is happening and find a solution to to stop this situation because if she is so embarrassed, it's not good.
So
Yes,
it's no good, right? Does it
yes,
start with
No
the
mental.
supervisor,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. She should
right?
talk to the person that's in charge of the
Yeah.
volunteering group and let her, you know, let them know. Should she say anything to the man?
The man again, one more time, say, they're cute, is oh, I don't remember that. Eh, I forgot the word.
Embarrassed.
Embarrassed.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe she's very shy.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, if it happens and she said, "Excuse me, sir, okay, thank you, but excuse me, could you please not do that, or you know, could you please
Mhm.
stop that?" Okay, and he keeps on doing it, then that's when she needs to go to the manager and tell the manager to get this man off of her, right?
Mhm.
And that can very well happen in the workplace too, because it happened to me when I was working in a bank, and the CEO, the Chief Operating Officer, no, the CFO, the Chief Financial Officer, he kept, saying embarrassing things to me. Oh, you look so pretty today. Oh, yeah, I like how I like how you dress. He would say those things to me, and it got to the point where, because he was my boss, um, I didn't even want to go to work.
I'll be
I
doing a
did not want
review
to go to
because it's
work. I
open
did
book.
not know how to handle it. And I had the conversation with my husband. And my husband at that time, because we're no longer married, but my husband told me what to say and he told me what to do. And
Mm.
so what I did was, guys, I called him up. I went to work, called him up, and I said, "Can I speak with you? Do you have time?" Right? And so I went into his office and he saw me coming to his office. I closed the door. You just saw how big his eyes got. Closed the door. He was like, "What's going on, Miss Wright?" Like I said, you know what? I need to talk to you. And I sat down right in front of him and I looked in his eyes and I told him, "You make me feel uncomfortable when I come to work and I don't like it. I need you to stop making those comments." "Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I didn't mean anything by it." Come on, come on. Okay. But anyhow, we had a conversation and he said he wouldn't do it anymore. Okay. But guess what, guys? After that, he treated me so mean.
Oh, wow. So you were really very polite. Yeah.
Yeah, I was very polite, and he treated me so mean. He gave me the crappiest assignments to do. He gave me the crappiest assignments that wasn't even in my work plan, wasn't even in my work schedule. He would have me doing some of the craziest things. Why do I have to do this project? This is not even in my work description. He would give me terrible work to do. So I had to leave eventually. I had
Wow.
to quit the job. Yeah, but sometimes this happens in the workplace too, and it can be very tricky. It can be very tricky.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay,
I'm
guys.
so
Now
sorry to hear that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, guys. So we're gonna do a reading exercise. So let's go to page 142. Meet me on page 142. If I can get there. Okay. Bear with me because my computer, it goes to the pages kind of slow. I'm almost there. Okay, I'm almost there. Okay. Okay, 142. So we're gonna go ahead and so this is a nice little article we can read. So I have one, two, three, four, five paragraphs. Okay. So I need five people to put their hands up and we want
What page, teacher?
142.
142.
Uh-huh. I need five hands up so we can go ahead and read this. And then if we
Me,
have
teacher?
time, we're going to answer some of the questions. 142, guys. 142, way at the back.
Okay, I found it.
Yeah, so when you go in the back, we have subunits. We have subunits. So we can also do these. A lot of times the teachers will give this as homework. We call them our subunits. Okay, so it's still talking about the items in unit 3. All right, so very good. I have one hand up. Give me two more hands up, guys, so we can start this reading. Assignment. Okay, very good. First reader up, read the first paragraph is Margarita.
Okay. Meet your neighbors at a block party by Cari de la Cruz. 2 years ago, I didn't know my neighbors at all. Today, my neighbors are my best friends. Everything changed because of our first block party.
Very good. Who knows what a block club is? What is a block club?
It's a
A
party
black
between the neighbors.
Oh, for I make the black party every year and the second Sunday of July.
Very good. Somebody said it's a club amongst the neighbors, right? If you live on a block, and then if you all form a block club, then that is a block club. The neighbors have to come together and want it and agree to start in a block club, right? When
Yes.
you start a block club, you have to go to your alderman's office to get an application. That's how you should really do it, because the
Yes.
alderman can supply all types of resources to your block club.
Yes.
Okay. All right. The second paragraph, Julieta.
Okay, here. A block party is a big outdoor party for people in the same neighborhood. Neighbors get together in front of their houses. They don't have to watch out for traffic because they ask the police to block off their street and no cars can drive on it. People fill the street with the tables and chairs instead.
Go ahead. What happened? Oh, go ahead.
Continue.
Yes.
There are games for children and music and dancing for adults. There is also a potluck meal.
Uh-huh.
Each family brings some kind of food for everyone to share.
Yeah. Potluck means that everybody brings a meal, whatever you want to bring. That's what potluck
Mhm.
means. Whatever you want to bring to the party, that's your potluck meal. Okay. Okay. Next person up is Jacob. Jacob, read the next paragraph.
Thank you, teacher. 2 months before our first party, my neighbors came over because we want to set a date and identify volunteers for different jobs. One neighbor volunteered to find a band. Another neighbor agreed to get soda and ice cream. We planned games for the children. We also made invitations and distributed them to all of the families in our block.
Very good, right? You need volunteers, right? I mean, when you form a block party, everybody is a volunteer. Nobody gets paid for that. That's a volunteer function. And it helps to keep the neighborhood safe and the neighbors friendly. Okay, next paragraph is Lydia.
We were worried about the weather, but the day of our party was warm and sunny. At 4, we closed the street. We started with a talent show where people sang, did interesting tricks, played music, and told funny stories. One boy hit a soccer ball with his head 20 times. The show lasted 2 hours. The street was noisy, but no one complained because everyone had a lot of fun. We all wore name tags so we could learn everyone's name. We ate dinner together and enjoyed talking with our neighbors. After lots of dancing, the party ended at around 10.
Party. I would love to have gone to that party. Okay. They had name tags and they were playing all kind of music and had all kind of games. Now that is a good block party. Okay, last one is
Mhm.
Salvador. Go ahead and read the last one. Salvador, read the last paragraph. I think something happened to Salvador. Salvador, are you there?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, okay, okay. Excuse me. Because of the block party, our street is friendlier and safer. We credit the Locust Avenue Neighborhood Association. My neighbors and I meet one a month and improve our neighborhood, and we've already start planning a bigger and better block party for next year.
Very good, very good. And so, yeah, so this is all about being friendly, having the, block parties, your neighbors, because remember this unit is about friends and family, okay? And so you're gonna have to add your neighbors in with that, because sometimes your neighbors become your friends, okay? Sometimes they become your friends. And so, guys, right now it is 10:58. I am not going to start anything within 2 minutes, but I do want to give you a little quick homework assignment. And if you look at page 143, I want you to do 2A. And we'll go over this Wednesday before we start once we start the class, we'll go over it Wednesday. They basically want you to write a sentence using these two words. They did the first one for us. The first two-word combination is block party. So they wrote a sentence. A block party is a party for people who live in the same block or neighborhood. Okay. All right, that's fine. And the second one is block off. How would you put that in a sentence? You got to put those words together. Potluck meal. How would you put that in a sentence? Talent show. How would you put that in a sentence? Name tags. Neighborhood association. So when you write your sentence, make sure those two words are together. Okay? And bring that back with you on Wednesday and we'll go over it. So on that note, unless you guys have any questions, class is dismissed.
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
Okay,
Great.
teacher.
I'll
See
see
you
you
Thank you,
on
Wednesday.
teacher.
Thank
Wednesday.
you,
Thank
teacher.
you, teacher.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Have
See
a good
you
day.
later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher. See you.
Goodbye. See you